Hello, my lovely Cancerians. Thank you very much for tuning into your September reading. I just forgot where I was then. September reading for 2016 with me, Lorien. It's an absolute pleasure to bring you this reading, and I hope that it brings a lot of information and messages through to you that you can use for the month ahead. Now, I understand that Mercury is probably currently preparing to go retrograde, so beware of any messages being misconstrued in the way that you kind of speak to somebody else and they go, oh, and take it the wrong way. So beware of that in September. And also back up all your work if you work on PCs and mobile, because that could actually fail, basically. I tell you, almost every single Mercury retrograde, something is broken of mine. And I'm praying it's not the laptop or the PC again or anything like that, because I think I would go insane. But that's the nature of Mercury retrograde. It's meant to make you slow down, communicate more effectively, and maybe think a bit more about what you're trying to say and do. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it can work in your favour. But for some reason, for you Cancerians, they just decided to bring that message forward first of all. So maybe it'll make something in this reading in regards to that. Speaking of, we're going to be using the Earth Magic Oracle deck and the Druidcraft Tarot deck. Now, I apologise for the dim light. It is not midnight as it may look on here. It's actually 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was absolutely bursting with sun about an hour ago, and as soon as I come inside, the light changes because it all goes really dark and dreary. So I apologise for that. But this is going to be a general reading for the Moon, Sun and Rising sign of Cancer. If you do have your sun and rising or moon in anything else, just check out the videos as they're uploaded. And if you do want a personal reading from me, just go to the link below. It will take you directly to my readings page. Now, I have updated that reading page to give you a full selection. So now you've got card readings, past life readings, spirit guide, and every single thing is now in its individual categories, basically. So you can find every reading that you need more easy, I suppose. So let's have a look and see what is coming through for my dear Cancerians this month. Hope August has been good to you as well. Whoa, hello. How many are here? 4 are here. Wonderful. Okay, so I reckon that will be okay. Oh, and I always do this. I always move this in the way. Okay. Right. Okay. Interesting. And I think I've just given myself a paper cut, but only it's a card cut. Ow. Right, let me take a look and see what comes through. This one's already coming in. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So, the reason I paused over this one is basically because she seems, or he seems, I think it's she, seems to be quite intense with regards to where it wants to go, what the need is. And I think maybe you Cancerians are sort of looking into that yourselves, really. I mean, you've got a lot of wisdom behind your decisions here. There needs to be a balance. And I also, hang on, for those of you, this is kind of a legal decision coming through. This is something that you're fighting, you're choosing to battle against. You've got your battle armor on and you're trying to get justice for somebody. It could be fighting against the law, fighting against somebody who has just done an injustice, like an employer or somebody like that. But you are going to start the month with your battle face ready and your game face on and everything. Like, you seem to be very prominent in this, really. It's something that I think you are driven towards accomplishing because you want it for the betterment of not just you want it for other people as well. You want to make sure that you kind of get justice for yourself, but also lead by example and say, look, this is being hard done to. I'm not having this. I'm gonna, fight for what I need. And to be honest, good on you. because a lot of Cancerians that I know, at least, I don't mean to sound a bit stereotypical, however, I do feel that it's very rare for people like yourselves who are very sensitive and empathic to go wham bam straight forwards, being very dominating, being very meh, and me, you know, that kind of thing. Let me just see if I can get this glare off the computer, because I don't know whether that might be a bit better. Oh, there we go. So I'll put that there for you. Okay. They are saying to me at this moment in time, especially with regards to this one, that they don't want you to expel too much energy. I do feel that you are going to have a relief this month, that something comes through and you feel a lot better about it. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody, I think, who is going to come through and assist you with your necessary means of, you know, fighting and stuff. She seems to be an incredibly prominent person. If not, I do feel that you are going to be making some changes to your household. I feel that you're making your outside reflect how either you already do or you would like to feel inside. So if you want to feel happy, you could decorate with nice yellows or country kitchen hues, or just nice decorations, and what are they called? Inspirational quotes. You know, like dream big and put down, I don't know what people tend to do that nowadays, but it just seems to be something like that you're trying to reflect around you so that you can feel it inside. If you're doing feng shui, if you're doing kind of law of attraction, you could decide to kind of make your ideas board the central of your room, so you always have a focus on it and you always have the ability to look at that. So as much as you have your game face ready, and as much as you're like, boo, and this is what I'm going to do, I think you also plan. I think you're very strategic in this, and I think that you want to make sure that you feel comfortable while you're going into battle. It's something that you kind of have to balance. I mean, here she's kind of banging a little drum. You could be attracting some good energy through to you that you want to go with in the future. Just a little bit of good energy to help you, you know what I mean? So I think that's going to be very prominent for you. And you are going to work hard. You're going to work incredibly hard. It may be repetitive, it may be boring, it may be a little bit unrewarding at first, but I do think that you are going to succeed in this, and I do see you coming out on top. I don't see anything going wrong for you. You, I think, deserve a break, Cancer. I do think that you've been through the mill a little bit with some arrangements. Some personal people may have been at your ankles a little bit and snapping away, but you're doing some good hard work here, and I do feel you're now refining that, and you're now being able to kind of go through and achieve what you wanted to achieve without expending yourself too much. You're going to work hard, but they don't want you to work too hard, if that makes sense. Because they don't want you to burn the midnight oil, they don't want you to overextend your reach. The Four of Cups seems to show that you may be thinking, crikey, you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've tried all these, I've practically given up. There's an opportunity waiting around the corner. Don't give up now. Please don't, because this is going to come through and you just haven't looked around there yet. You may be exhausted, you may be, you know, collapsed at the finish line, being these have failed. Just keep going, because if you just look around the corner, you'll see an opportunity waiting for you. So please keep going. And here even we have Waterfall, which is effortless. I love these cards. This is basically saying the fact that you will have an effortless flowing energy this month that you can put to good use. Despite the things that are going wrong around you or with people around you, and potentially with Mercury retrograde, you will be able to get some certain element of satisfaction from this. And it's just kind of like, you know, the water has to go from bumpy rocks to bumpy rock, but it looks beautiful, it looks effortless, it flows, it doesn't stop when it lands on something, you know, it flows off. It's a natural flow of things, and I do feel that you are going to get into a rhythm, you're going to get into a certain flow, and you are going to make sure that your kind of statement or stamp is on everything that you do this month, which to me is pretty darn special. And like I say, I do see that you've got a lot of positivity coming through. It's just about making sure that you don't let anybody else take that from you. And certainly don't give in to people waffling and going blah 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 blah. You know, if they're enforcing their ideas on you, just walk away. You know, just walk away from them, because they don't really need to do that, but they feel it's in their right to do so. So I wouldn't worry too much. So in the grander scheme of things, Cancer, you have got a little bit of pushing on your hands, a little bit of a battle, but overall it doesn't seem too bad. I feel this is going to be something that you're able to balance with other things, kind of like, you know, making sure that you feel happy, or the outside's happy, making sure you work hard, but don't give up just as you get there. Make sure that you cross the finishing line and have exhausted all options, basically. And I think that you will find it effortless. You are getting help from somewhere, whether it's angels, spirit guides, or the universe. So just keep going. Again, if it is anything that you'd like to explore with me on a personal basis, just buy a reading from me below, and I'll be happy to get in touch. Thank you, all of you, for coming on this website or YouTube and having a look at my videos. It really means a lot to me. I hope I help you. And thank you as well for following me on Twitter and Facebook. It's always great to see that. So thanks. But yeah, I'm just looking for any more messages. They don't seem to have any. I wish you all the best for September. And I do hope that you keep in touch. Take care, Cancerians. Love to you all.